Today we find ourselves in Eagle, Idaho, getting ready to check out a brand new home from Biltmore Homes. This is a beautiful waterfront property. So let me turn you around. I'll tell you all about it. All right, y'all, say hello to the Carmel from Biltmore Homes. This is a beautiful kind of mountain, a modern-esque home, and I absolutely am digging it. So, of course, you've got this nice covered front porch right here with this stone. There's actually kind of like this slat siding, which is pretty interesting. And then they also incorporated some more like natural wood siding, which is pretty neat. Just kind of gives this home a lot of like character and texture, and I love it. Anyway, inside you are going to find 4 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms. There is a 3-car garage, so technically 2 stalls, and then you've got like an RV stall as well. And all of this sits inside of 5,031 square feet. You got these cool little rain chains coming down from the gutters. Love it. Now, if you are interested in this home, it is currently listed for $2,999,000. But with that, let's get inside and see what all we can find. All right, here we go. And y'all get a load of that view right there, right out into that pond out back. Ooh, love it. But all right, before we get too far into it, let me go ahead and turn you around real quick and show you the entryway. So they got all these tables and stuff because you got the parades on the weekends and everything. So that's why that's there. Anyway, just ignore it, right? But tons of stonework in here. And then of course, like this natural, almost white oak door, as well as, and it's probably not that, it looks like it though, right? And then you've got some wood accents up on the ceiling as well. And then if you're not familiar with it, it does have a pivot door, which just means that instead of having hinges, it just pivots on a single axis, which makes it super easy to kind of open and shut. It's like super lightweight, no matter really how big the door is, right? And then from there, it kind of opens up into your common spaces with the kitchen, the dining room, as well as the living room. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and start right here in the living room, and then we will progress to this side of the house before coming back and checking out the kitchen and the master bedroom. So you do have this beautiful 2-sided fireplace that climbs all the way up to your vaulted ceiling, exposed beam, and I just like the nice little taper that the fireplace has. And obviously, I'm a huge sucker for 2-sided fireplaces, so if they're here, I love them, right? But this one's really nice and large. You've got this huge hearth down here, and then not really like a mantle, but just kind of like this surround, like plaster surround, which is super cool. Just kind of dainty, right? But on either side of that, you've got these nice built-ins. And then I'll give you a good pan back into the dining room and kitchen just from this vantage point, so you can really take in like these massive chandeliers up here. But there's 2 islands, tons of lights coming from these transom windows, and all of these super tall like sliding doors and windows over in the kitchen as well. Love that, you know, love the natural light. And then from there, you can actually access this kind of corridor back here from either side of the fireplace. But what we're going to do is we'll hop into this closet real quick, just kind of scope this out, take a little gander, right? Which is going to be like a little linen closet, maybe a coat closet. And then we're going to swing down here, this little corridor, which sits back towards the back of the home. So this home is basically set up where it's like got 2 wings on either side of the home. And then in the middle is this nice courtyard. So to the left-hand side, as we walk our way back here, you've got this nice big picture window looking out into almost like this serene garden, right? And then on the right-hand side, of course, you've got views out into your back covered patio, as well as the kind of courtyard space. Then from there, it opens up into your kind of game room area, just some common space back here. Now, this golf simulator right here, it's modular, right? It's something that you could easily go pick up online. So if you didn't necessarily want a golf simulator, you don't have to have one, right? As we are walking through the home, you can change things around and kind of come up with the different ideas that you might want to keep, or things that you might want to change or rearrange, right? And then, of course, duh, you got to let me know down in the comments. But it does have this really cool ceiling. It's kind of like a drop-down recess kind of situation. And I guess there's a remote somewhere that actually you can change like the lights. So you can get into the different moods. And then from there, just kind of opens up. Got a little table set up. I love that window array. We're going to get to it because it has spectacular views. Definitely gives this room kind of like this lake house vibe, right? But you do have the furnace back here. And then another sitting room. And this might be like the less formal living room spot where you might just come and hang out all the time, right? Instead of being out in the living room. Of course, being out in the living room, you're closer to the food, the snacks, right? But vaulted ceilings, exposed beam, nice big light fixture. And then, like I said, just this huge window array looking out onto this massive pond. Now, if you haven't already, do me a solid, right? Do your boy a favor. Go down and hit that subscribe button for me. Why? Because we tour amazing homes all across the country, and I don't want you to miss a thing, right? Because if you do, then you're going to miss ideas. We've already opened that door. But anyway, plus it gives me like the warm fuzzies. It makes me feel good, right? It lets me know that you enjoy this type of content. But you got this linen closet. And then on the opposite side, you have the powder room. So floating vanity, nice vessel sink. It's got one of these fancy little smart toilets right here. Maybe it opens. But anyway, nice big pennant lights. And then this is a lime wash linen finish wall, which looks really cool. And then all the way at the back, this is going to be the first of the bedrooms. So nice big space. Kind of a fun light fixture. This is day 2 of the Idaho trip. And man, yesterday it was so windy. Oh my goodness. And then all of a sudden, like today, no wind. Right? Like one of the people that I met at another home, they texted me this morning. They were like, oh my gosh, beautiful morning, no wind. I was like, yeah, because we were trying to get the drone up and everything like that, and it just was not happening. Like so much wind. They're like, it's hardly ever like this. And then of course the one day, that we're touring their homes, it's like it. So it's nice that it kind of calmed down a little bit. But anyway, into the closet. Kind of like a nice deep navy blue. And then around the corner, this is the second of the bedrooms. This one's nice. It's got like a nice vault with the exposed beam up there. But again, both of these rooms, very nice size. And then into this one's closet. Then on the opposite side, into its ensuite. So this one's actually got a really cool vanity. So you've got, of course, the single vanity, and then it drops down into the little makeup vanity, which looks really nice. And then around the corner, you come into its ensuite, or the water closet part. So toilet, got like a little linen closet, cabinet. And then into its shower. And this one's a super fancy one. I feel like compared to the other one that we just came out of. It's definitely one I'd be calling dibs on. And let's see, I haven't gone too far into this home. This is the backside of the fireplace. Like this whole side of the house is kind of new for me. But this is the third bedroom. Again, another vaulted ceiling. Love that. This one sits up towards the front of the home. Just that window is massive. Tons of light. Let's get over here so you can kind of get a different view. And then into its ensuite. See, didn't even come over here to turn on a light. Ooh, got some nice little kicker lights down there. But single vanity, a couple sconces, toilet, and then another nice deep tub. These things are massive. And then of course the tile going all the way up to the ceiling. And then all the way at the back is its closet. All right, let's go get into some of the meat and potatoes of this home with this kitchen and dining room space. So I guess first and foremost, let's just go ahead and we'll hit up the dining room and then we'll go outside. But dining room kind of sits right in between both the living room as well as the kitchen space. And that sits just off of the patio. Let's see, unlock it. There we go. All right, so covered back patio. Love this space. You've got an outdoor eating area. And then I love this outdoor fireplace. It looks really nice. It's got this recessed TV space. And the cool thing about it is, unlike those hot summer days or something, there are screens that you can just drop right down so you can kind of chill out here and not have to worry about any bugs. If Idaho has bugs, I'm not real sure. But beautiful space. And then it just kind of wraps around. You can access this whole backyard patio area from that kind of game room area that we were in. And then look at this, it just kind of wraps around. You've got your own private dock, little sun tanning station. Oh yeah. We'll get up here on the rocks. But you got some AstroTurf back here, that's nice. And then it just kind of wraps around. This is a perfect spot for like a little fire pit. Man, this definitely reminds me of the lake back home for sure. Obviously the lake's much bigger, but just kind of cool. It's got like this rocky kind of thing into the water. And then of course you've got the stairs into the water over here too. I didn't even notice that, but that's pretty cool. And then this is your rear elevation. Kind of a neat look. And then we'll get inside. So yeah, I mean, super cool. I actually got to go out yesterday with Cinco de Mayo. Had to go get a spicy marg. There's a place called Jalapenos that I was told about, so I went and scoped that out. And I actually got to meet some really cool people, which was super fun. Normally I'm pretty hesitant about going out and like experiencing places because, you know, she doesn't travel with me when I come on these places. So when I go to like new places, I try to limit my exposure to different things so that hopefully eventually one day we can do it together. But anyway, in the kitchen, we have 2 islands. So both have these beautiful waterfall edges. On this island, kind of like your little eating island, you've got this pop-up outlet. There's actually one on both sides. And then you've got plenty of seating space. There's no storage on this side, but there is storage on this side. So some nice big drawers. And then you've got the built-in microwave. And then on the back island, again, tons of storage. And this right here, this is pretty cool. It actually scared me when I did it. There was a little sign that says, place your foot here. And when you do, whoop, the trash can pops out, right? That's pretty neat, especially if your hands are full, like if you're prepping and you just want to like open it up and scoop everything into the trash can. I thought it was neat. Undermount sink. Well, it's almost like a graphite-y color, like the sink itself looks super cool, but views kind of towards the front side of the house. And then I think this is a panelized dishwasher over on this side. And then for all of you that are like, man, I wish the sink was up underneath of the window. Well, you do have one. It's a prep sink, right? So you can sit here and wash up some stuff, prep your vegetables, whatever the case may be. And that has this spectacular view. So that's pretty neat. And then I would imagine that this is your refrigerator and freezer. Yeah, so you got I think this is the freezer side, which is really nice. So you can pull out your vegetables and everything. You've got your prep sink right there. Bam. And then along the back wall, you have your range with a pot filler and kind of a nice, fun, like rustic-y tile backsplash. Oh man, that's like the biggest spice rack ever. So wide. I wasn't even sure if that's what I was like, what is that going to be? But range hood kind of built in, goes all the way up to kind of like the bulkhead. And let's see what this side is. Ooh, another. Look at that. That's nice. But this is big enough that can fit like all your stuff, like your baking stuff maybe. You can get some sugar and some flour over here as well, like those big glass jars, right? Maybe something along those lines. And then all the way at the end, you've got your wine fridge. So how about that? There's a lot of stuff in this kitchen. And then, and I don't even think that's it. Like, we're not even done yet. You do have a cleaning closet. This is just like a dedicated cleaning closet. It's even got an outlet down there so you can charge all the things, which is super cool. And then back behind us, this sits almost directly behind the kitchen space. You do have this pantry area. And I think it looks really cool. I love that they kept the stone in here, which is nice. Got a little step stool. That's probably my favorite pantry style, is the ones that, and we've toured some like that have ladders in them. I don't know why, I just like them. I think it looks cool, especially when you've got those super tall like cabinets, right? But tons of counter space in here. You do have another little beverage refrigerator. And then on the opposite side of that, look how close this is to the snacks. You got the office. Very nice. Oh, and you got these big picture windows too, just sitting in the corner. Perfect view. Man, I could sit here all day. This is the spot. Definitely edit some videos like that. But double tray ceiling. Nice big light fixture. And I love these like nice big kind of natural doors with like the glass panes. I think that looks pretty cool. There's just so many things to open. I guess this is going to be another cleaning closet because again, and I love the idea of it. I love that they've just got all these outlets down there, right? And then from there we enter into like our mudroom space. So you've got all of these like little lockers. Let's say lockers. I think some of them are open. Maybe not. Maybe they're just all little shelves, which is nice though. Because I feel like that makes sense. Thinking back on it now, like you look at all those locker spaces where it's just like one open tall thing. You can't really put a lot of stuff in there without stacking it. So putting a shelf up, right? Makes sense. All right. This is the garage space. So you've got the double stall right here behind. Like I said, they're set up for the parade right now. So that's kind of why all this stuff is in here. But, and then on this side, you've got like your kind of RV space. But other than that, I see attic access. You've got whatever this storage space is right here. Let's see what that is. Okay, this is where your furnace is and your water heater. And then that's about all I'm seeing in here. And then from there, we kind of start working our way towards the master bedroom, towards the backside of the house. So again, beautiful vaulted ceiling, exposed beam. They kind of kept that stone in here. Almost has like a Tuscan vibe, I guess, right? Nice big chandelier hanging down in the middle. And then you have your own private back patio, which is super cool and, you know, like not attached to anything. This one's even got a jacuzzi. And then this, ooh, I see that tub back there too. Another double-sided fireplace. Yes, please take it. So beautiful, beautiful ensuite. Look at that. That's straight out of a magazine right there. You've got the towel warmer. I love it. I toured one yesterday. It had a wooden tub, which was pretty neat. And then into the shower. Again, another massive, like, I wish I could show you so you could appreciate how large this shower head is. But then you've got like your normal shower head, and then the back wall is pretty curved, which is a little different. And then you have the double vanities kind of floating, a little floating shelf down on the bottom. Frosted glass window, there you go. Ooh, and heated floors too. They're not very nice. Very nice. And then into the water closet. And then I haven't opened this up yet. This looks like a linen closet. Push to open. I do have to say, I'm very thankful for the signs in this home. Right? I'm just kidding. But this is the closet. Nice big mirror right here. And it's carpeted. I think this is the only place in the whole house that has carpet. But from there you can kind of transition, and there's two pocket doors right here, but you can transition into the laundry room, which look at this, you've got 2 sets of washer dryer hookups. That's what I'm talking about. Sometimes you just get behind in laundry, right? And you know, when you've got 4 or 5 people living in the house, they got to wait on the laundry. And it's just, I could see it. I'm one of those people that would love to have like 1,800 different laundry rooms. It would be nice. But tons of folding space. And then this has like these little drying racks as well in here. And then kind of another storage closet. And then we're back out into the foyer space. All right. Y'all let me know what you think about this home down in the comments. If you want any more information on this home or Biltmore Homes, you can find that information right down there in the description. With that, I hope you enjoyed the tour. I hope you go on to have a fantastic day. And as always, my name's Timothy. I look forward to seeing your beautiful face in the next one.